Oh, telekinesis. It looks so much easier in the film Carrie. Hello, I'm Phil Jupitus, author of the books 100 Things Not to Do with a Leaking Septic Tank and How Hummus Destroyed the Labour Party. But I'm not here to talk about my 2 Lithuanian bestsellers. I'm talking to you about the bit of kit you're going to be screaming for. Papershow. Now, has this ever happened to you? Well, with Papershow, you can kiss goodbye to that kind of old-fashioned flip chart misery. Papershow is absolutely perfect for meetings, replacing your traditional flip chart. I have my Papershow pad in front of me here. Now, I'm going to illustrate to you just the variation of things you can do. Now, down on the right-hand side on the Papershow pad is a kind of a palette, if you will, of things that you can select from. So I'm going to pick a thick black pen to start with and say, hello. And that looks a little bit tubby there, so let's go to the fine one and do hello in my mimsy handwriting that my mum taught me, as you can see under there. Or we could strike a kind of medium and go for a kind of medium black and go for a kind of blocky writing there. Need the bit in the E. Hello, you see. There you are. This is all done in real time, but on the pad, so it's much easier to control what you're writing. You know that kind of when you're trying to write on a flip chart, you've got to write high up on a wall, you can't control. This is just like writing on a sheet of paper in front of you. So you've got the different thicknesses there. You can also do different colours too. You see, a lovely red, a beautiful green, an azure blue, and an absolutely icy white. Didn't really think that through, did I? So, but one thing that I can do actually, in order to help out there, I'll just do a hello in yellow while you're waiting. You see, there's a nice yellow one. What I can do in order to show out the white, there's an ability function you've also got is you can create squares and rectangles. Now, obviously, you can draw them freehand. If, like me, you've got the finest eye in the world, you can draw a beautiful, accurate square. You see there, like that. Not a wobble on that line. Look at that beautiful square there. Well, that's all well and good, and that looks kind of good, but if you actually use the square function here on the Papershow selection palette, there we go, choose a box, and then you draw a rough old square like that, Papershow tidies it up for you. That's absolutely brilliant. Now, I said that I wanted to show you how to show the white pen. So what I have to do is I have to create a black box to write in, which is going to be kind of easy for me because I just go black, and I pick a solid box and I draw myself a nice solid box there. How about that? And then I go to my fat white pen and I can go, hello. You see, how good is that? So you can do your blocks. They don't only do squares as well. You can do a circle that it will tidy up for you. Let's have a nice green circle down here. I did a rough old one there, but look how neat that is. Obviously, you can draw it because it sort of corrects ovals and things. So if you do like an oval, let's do another one. Let's do a blue oval near our circle there. Look at that. We're getting kind of Malcolm Garrett, early 80s buzzcock sleeves, you know what I'm thinking now. Obviously, you can do solid circles as well. Let's have a nice red sphere over here somewhere. Look at that. This is getting kind of arty. I'm really digging it. The other thing you can do, it can correct lines as well. If you want to draw a line and you want to straighten it up, obviously drawing a straight line, we all think we can do that. Look, I will draw one now. Yeah, not ideal, but however, if I go right above it in blue and put my straightener on, there is a straight line, my friends. That's how you do it. You can do a thinner straight line as well down here. Let's go thin, red, straight line, there. I do like the line corrector thing. That's really, really very good indeed. Obviously, if I didn't like that straight line, I can remove the last thing that I drew. There's a nice, there goes that. And what was the thing before that? I think it was the blue line, and then the red line. So you can remove things one at a time as you've just done them. That undo facility is really good. There's an eraser. Let me get the eraser here. I think I'm going to start rubbing out that red circle. So let's go on the eraser and just start rubbing out there. Start rubbing out where we've been writing. Oh, you see, I quite like that. It looks like I'm destroying comic relief. Minute by minute. How cruel of me. Let's just say we've taken a bite out of a delicious red apple, and in order to emphasise that, I'll just put some green leaves on it there. There you go. It wasn't the comic relief nose, it was a simple red apple. So obviously there's all that stuff that I've drawn on there. I've had enough of that. I simply like to go to a new sheet. Time to press this one and go bam. Fresh sheet. And the thing is though, is even though you picked a new sheet, you don't have to turn over to a new sheet on your pad. So as long as you don't mind writing over what you've written before, you can start all over again on the same sheet with different stuff. There's a nice big hello coming your way, but I'm actually writing over the original stuff that I did on the first sheet. You see? Simplicity itself. And lest we forget, if you're in the middle of a presentation and you've written something like that, let's go to a nice clean page. I think I'm going to treat myself to a new page of paper. You've got a nice fresh page there. If you're in the middle of a presentation and you want someone else to add to it, you don't have to get them to come up to the board and join in with you. You can simply hand it to the person over there. There you go, mate. I saw you having a bit of trouble earlier with the... You write something now. I wonder what he's going to write. That's flip chart users for you. I'll have that back, thank you. And of course the brilliant thing about all your great work, I don't think we need to see that anymore, do you? Okay, thank you. The brilliant thing about that is you can save your session, all that you've been doing on a flip chart. I mean, how easy are flip chart pages to take to the next meeting? But with the brilliant Papershow, all you have to do is download the whole thing onto the key. It's on the key. You can just take it into the next meeting and you can save them as notes. Unplug, off you go.